Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us for our Monday weather update as we track the weather for this week, plus the new public holiday for New Zealand this coming Friday and weekend, Matariki. So let's get into it. Here is the forecast, or the animated wind map, for later on Monday. You can see that low pressure zone to the north, but we've also got a big high pressure zone down to the south, and the two are meeting with this brisk southeasterly flow. We've got gale force winds actually out at sea, but over land it's just a little bit breezy and a bit cooler as well. In fact, in Auckland, where I am, the daytime high for the next couple of days is only around 13 degrees. That is well down on the 17s, 18s and 19s we were seeing last week. So we've got a bit of wind around. Here is the low pressure zone to the north, and here is the high to the south. These darker areas and the greens mean very light winds. But the areas in orange and darker reds up here, that's gale force winds. So gale force winds come all the way up, almost reaching land. Same story through Cook Strait here, or coming out of Cook Strait. But over land itself, we're not looking at anything terribly problematic, but it will be a little blustery in some coastal parts of the North Island as we go through Monday. Here is how we look for Tuesday. So we've got this low pressure zone to the north, and we've got this big high to the south. Now the high is 1030 hectopascals. That's pretty strong, and it's pushing against that low. That's why we're seeing these windy conditions around the North Island. Frosty weather in the South Island, and as we go through the next couple of nights ahead, as those winds start to ease, we'll see frost going further and further up the North Island, maybe as far north as the Bombay Hills and South Auckland even, for those inland areas. So we'll be a bit frosty, certainly into the Waikato region. Over in Australia, westerlies coming through there with a few showers on Tuesday. By Wednesday, the westerly winds have pretty much disappeared with high pressure over Australia. In New Zealand, we've got that low to the north, but the high is really in control. That's why we're seeing that chance of a frost getting right up to some inland rural parts of Auckland by Wednesday morning, because the winds ease and that cooler, gentle southeasterly breeze is still sort of keeping those temperatures down. As we get into Thursday, the high moves out to the east. Now when that happens, and we're on the left-hand side of the high, that means there's a higher chance for cloud, a bit more humidity in the air, and fog patches. So we could be seeing some foggy areas around on Thursday in the New Zealand area. One or two showers up here in the very north, otherwise settled, and mostly settled across Australia. Just a very weak cold front coming through later on, brushing Western Australia and then Victoria and Tasmania. It won't be too significant though. Once we get to Friday, that front passes through Australia with a colder change behind it. Again, nothing too serious. And ahead of it, we'll notice a mild nor'wester. So Matariki on Friday, public holiday, we've got mild nor'westers coming back in after that frosty start to the week. So the South Island starts cold, but ends mild. If you want to go stargazing on Friday night, best places will be Central Plateau, inland areas, and those out to the east for the most part. Those in the very north and down the western side, most likely to see the cloudiest weather, we think, on Friday. Let's go into the weekend now. So in New Zealand, we've got this weak area of low pressure coming out of Australia from that cold front. It's nothing too major, but it just drives in showers and cloud and some west coast rain. And Southland, you'll be cloudy with some showers or a bit of patchy rain coming through for you on Saturday as well. Driest areas will be the east and around a big part of the North Island, although the eastern side of the North Island up here may see a couple of showers, and it's fairly settled over in Australia. And then we get into Sunday, and you've got a low pressure zone passing Tasmania with a burst of windy weather for you on Sunday, and that also sends up a bit of a cold front into Adelaide and Melbourne. But New Zealand, a little bit too far away from that system just yet. So our Sunday sees very fickle weather. We're not really under low pressure or high pressure, but if I was to sort of have to make a decision on one or the other, I would say we're leaning towards a bit of low pressure. So we're seeing a few showers around, a bit of a messy day. Nothing too serious in there, but just perhaps not the best weather for a long weekend. But at this time of the year, hey, another day off work for most of us, then it shouldn't really matter, should it? So that is the forecast right through until Sunday. This system here likely to fall apart a fair bit as it comes in on Monday, because high pressure is parked out there in the Tasman. That is all from me. We'll be back again tomorrow, Tuesday, with our next update. For more details, please go to weatherwatch.co.nz or download our free app.